Thank you to SimpliSafe for sponsoring today's video. SimpliSafe is the security system experts trust. We love having round-the-clock protection even when we're not at home. SimpliSafe gives us peace of mind that every window, room, and door is protected all day, every day. This month, SimpliSafe is celebrating Father's Day and all protectors of your home. With SimpliSafe, you can worry less about external threats and focus more on the rewarding parts of parenting. We love that SimpliSafe is wireless and it was so easy to install. You can install it yourself in under 30 minutes. There's never any long-term contracts. You can even try it for 60 days risk-free to see if you like it. If you don't, send it back free of charge. There's nothing to lose. It's backed by the best 24/7 professional monitoring service in the business. They will dispatch police, firefighters, or EMTs to your home if ever needed. You can choose whatever you want to protect your home with outdoor cameras, motion, window, water sensors, smoke detectors, and more. SimpliSafe protects over 1 million homes in the United States alone. Check it out. Save 20% on your SimpliSafe security system when you sign up for an interactive monitoring plan and get your first month free. Visit simplisafe.com/redpoppyranch to learn more.
I need to get the oil changed on the Ranger and get all the tools loaded up that I'm gonna need up there on the hill for the fencing. Today's Tuesday. I have until Saturday to get that entire fence line cleaned up well enough that we can get this side by side along the T-posts. And then I have to haul all of the barbed wire and everything that we're gonna need up there to get that fence fixed. On Saturday, we're gonna have probably a dozen people here, maybe not quite that many, a half dozen to a dozen people, and I'm gonna have to use the side-by-side to shuttle them up there. And then I have to make it safe. It's hard to show just in fact how steep the last little section is up to where we're gonna start fixing the fence. And the most important part about this weekend is that when I have people here helping me is that nobody gets hurt. So I'm gonna hopefully do all the chainsaw running and get all the brush cut, and we should be good to go. So I've spent a little bit of time using this Ranger, driving it around, and it has plenty of power, which I like, but I need to start this thing up and let it get warm so I can get the old oil drained out of it and then get it refilled, get all the parts, all the tools that I'm gonna need put in it, and I need to get up there and get to work.
Well, I left Chattanooga, boy, had $1 and a dime. Headed out for Nashville on the Hard Rock Line. I'm working on that old steamboat and learned to ride and steam. When my feet had touched dry land, how happy I did feel. Been saving every penny for to make up through the fall. Working for that dollar, but it never adds up at all. Coming around the river.
All right, that's my Pro Saw, my 545 that I've had for the last couple of years that I absolutely love. Best saw I've ever had. I ran down to the hardware store and I picked up this little 120, which is what Husqvarna calls the homeowner saw. My gut feeling is I probably should have got another pro saw, but I used to have a pretty good relationship with Husqvarna, but they don't like the way that I cut down maple trees. So I don't ask them for anything. They don't ask me for anything, but I love their saws. I think I've got everything ready to go. Cedar made me lunch. My concern is that I'm not going to get all the work done that I need to before we have help here this weekend. So anyway, I need to stop talking and just get up there and get to work.
Keith has done a fantastic job on the siding. Now it's time for Operation Cleanup. This is my least favorite part, but it'll be some great firewood, and with kids' help, we'll get it done quick.
Okay, get the magnet reading. Let's get all these nails picked up.
Dad, don't I know how to drive like
Yeah, you can drive it over there. I don't care.
But I don't know how to turn it around like that. Where's the nothing?
Push the brake to start it. Pull it all the way back. Good job. You're in reverse. You turn it all the way to your right. Turn it the other way now. Turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it, turn it. Keep turning. Keep turning. Keep turning. Good job. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. A little more. Bam. Good job. Good job, Reader. What are you saying? Your brother drives better than you?
I just don't want to drive it. It's scary.
Well,
You said you wanted to. I know. Okay.
use the brake if you need it. Okay, remember what I said? Use only your right foot. Don't use 2 feet. Turn her up. Attaboy. Good job, son. Okay, this new side-by-side is the third Polaris Ranger 6x6 that we've owned. This is the newest one and the biggest one that I could find. We've had a 500, we've had the 700, and this one I believe is the 800. This one's a 2016. I found this at an auction. And I know how important this piece of equipment is. I always wanted to get a bigger engine. That was always the issue with the 500 and the 700, is they were a little bit underpowered. But I would love to get a 1000 at some point in time, but they're so hard to find. These 6x6s, people don't sell them, or by the time they sell them, they're pretty used up. So this thing's got a few miles on it, but it's not completely destroyed. But it's a longer wheelbase. It has the toolbox. The bed is longer, and it actually, I think it can hold like 500 more pounds than the other one. So now I'm going to go up there, and I'm going to kind of take this a section at a time. And I have to make the trail that goes up to the fence line. I got to just trim everything back because it's so overgrown that it's not safe to drive up through there. So the next stop, that's where we're going. The trail continues on and it curves over, and that's where we're trying to get, back up in that corner. This down in here is the spot that, had I known it was on the back of our property, or had I done a little bit more hiking around, I would have built our little cabin back here. Okay, we're almost to the corner of the property, but I'm not quite there yet. This is the corner where I need to start cutting a trail wide enough to get the side-by-side in. We need to fix this problem once and for all, and it starts by cutting in a trail right here. And I think this is going to be a little fun. Many years ago, the story is that this fence got damaged by a bulldozer in the middle of a forest fire. So now it's been long enough that this is all so overgrown that I can't drive a side-by-side down here. I can't drive a four-wheeler, and I'm gonna need to. From this point on, I'm gonna need to. So this is what I'm gonna be doing the next few days. And my hope is that I can get far enough down there that when everybody shows up on Saturday to help out, that I'm not wasting their time. But what I'm gonna real quickly do is go ahead all the way up to the corner marker and make sure the path is clear there, because that's where we're gonna have to start the barbed wire to come down here.
Oh, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Most of my life's been waging war till I found peace. I could've swore what she did shook me to the core, and I ain't gonna live like that no more. Well, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Trouble comes when the barmaid pours another for a man who should have found the door. Oh, when I get going, you can hear me roar, and you know I can't live like this no more. Oh, I ain't gonna live like this no more. Hurting as bad as the years before. Living in a lie I can't. Oh, I had to cut ties to settle the score. I ain't gonna live like this no more. Lord, I ain't gonna live like this no more. I've been drinking till my body's sore. Ain't touched my bed, just sleep on my feet. But I'ma get on my feet, get on my chores, get some things from the getting store. This old ship's coming back to shore, 'cause I ain't gonna live like this no more.
All right, so from the point in which the trail came up against the fence, I think we are good all the way to the corner of the fence. We're gonna drive up there and make sure, and then the next thing that I get to do is now I get to start working my way down. And that's the part that I worry that I'm gonna get committed and not be able to get out of that situation, which is fine if I can get all the way down, but I just hope it's not as thick as all the maples I just cut through. I'm going to clean up this corner right here so I can get access to the corner post. And then it's a process of working our way all the way down.
Come all you young rounders, and a story I'll tell of the promise of heaven and the war.
Now I'm going to drive the side by side as far the other way as I can and start clearing the land on that side. But here's the corner.
We'll go way up on the hillside where the new flowers grow. Well, he met in the springtime, sun sinking low. Two star-crossed lovers in the still melting snow.
By the way, that's a Potawatomi plum tree, one of my favorite trees, and I'm gonna try not to touch that. But you can see that at one time there was a trail along this fence line. You know, you can see the marker is there. The question is, how far am I going to have to cut before it just opens up a little bit?
Well, the folks called it wrong, but hell, it seemed alright. In the sun-painted picture, and the day turned to night. Come up on the hillside, we'll have a time. If you'll bring the kisses, honey, I'll bring the wine. Keep your heart guarded, or too soon it'll fall. When one walks back home, honey, only one knows it all. Well, she walked up the hillside alone one day. Heart is a hunter, always knows of its prey. And her father's old pistol hanging loose by her side. When she ain't one.
I'm gonna call it for tonight. I'm a little bit concerned about getting too far down and get into a pickle that I can't get out of and not have enough daylight to work my way out of it. Cedar just sent me a text saying that she left with the kids to town, so if something happened, she wouldn't be around to help. But I probably got a third of the fence line cut in, and I'm realizing this is going to cost a bunch more money than I anticipated. I thought most of the T-posts were going to be reusable, and I'm probably going to have to buy at least half of the T-posts, and then I'm going to have to buy a majority of the barbed wire. There actually is barbed wire on the ground that was left behind, but it's not in good enough condition to use. And T-posts are the most expensive they've ever been, like most things right now. And so anyway, this is probably going to cost double what I thought it was going to cost, and but it's still worth it to me. It's still worth it to have this done. That was Cheyenne and Christian after they'd just gotten home from their honeymoon. It was fun for Cedar and I to sit down and talk with them. They loaded up their Jeep with a lot of Cheyenne's things, and obviously now Cheyenne and Christian live in Christian's house. We've been so busy and we've had so much rain over the last month and a half, I haven't had a chance to officially knock the grass down. And I must say, this is probably the wettest summer we've had in at least 5 years. There's only one other year that I can remember getting as much rain this early. The grass and the weeds love it, but my old zero-turn mower can't quite handle the workload anymore. One of my good farmer friends who recently passed away was riding his four-wheeler past my house one day when he saw me mowing the yard. The next time that we bumped into each other, he looked at me and he said, "You really mow that entire yard?" And then he asked me why, and I didn't have the best answer for him. But there's no question it feels good to have a freshly cut yard. Is it wrong that we live completely off-grid in the mountains of Idaho, yet I want to have a nice lawn? I'm really not willing to throw the chemicals on the lawn, at least if I can help it, but I'm willing to do everything else that I can within reason. As much as I enjoy how good the yard looks when it's been cut, I know my wife enjoys it more. And that's good enough for me. On their seatbelts.
Is it scary, Dad?
Yeah, but not too scary. I took Uncle Kelly up there the other day.
That was that long.
Do we need a safe word?
That was far.
We have a long ways to go. It's
In an hour?
It's almost a mile. I hope we have enough gas.
Wait, do we actually not have enough gas?
Huh?
Wait, how much gas do we have?
Are you scared?
I just don't want to get stuck. That's what I'm scared about.
You ready?
Yeah.
Are you sure you're ready?
Stop.
You positive you're ready?
What are you holding up? How many times have you been up here?
30, 20, 30, I don't know. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I tried to block it and grab it.
Look behind you. Look behind you, Kelly.
Don't look back.
This tree right here is probably close to 100 years old, but it's short. Why is it so short? Callie, why would it be so short? Wait. Struck by lightning. It's probably been struck by lightning like 5 times. Nothing is, if you look up here on this hill, there's nothing tall.
Where's the new trail?
You tell me.
Oh, right here.
Did I do a good job?
Yeah.
You can see these T-posts. There used to be barbed wire fence here, and there was a forest fire. There was a forest fire over here, and they brought in a bulldozer and they pushed all the trees over, and they pushed the fence over at the same time to stop the forest fire.
You said you stopped like over there somewhere.
No, I had to go, I drove all the way to the corner just to make sure the fence line was open. Saturday, all these people are coming to help us fix this. Okay, you ready to go down?
Sure. Wait, who else has been this far?
I haven't even brought Mom up here yet. Put your arm out, push it away from you or whatever. That one right there. That is a crabapple tree, by the way.
Dad.
Push it away. Push it away. With your hand, push it away. It's going to scratch you.
It's a crab apple.
They're little tiny apples. They're not good to eat, though. Can I get you again? Or pull on your seatbelt.
I was going like this. So what? The face of the tree. I saw that. With a leaf.
So you guys are the only ones that have ever been up there.